Hi, and Happy New Year. I'm Daniel Gutierrez, and I'm so happy to have the opportunity just to spend a few minutes with you and share with you some of the things that have made my life incredible by creating and seeing through my dreams and aspirations every year as I set them. I was reading recently in Forbes magazine that almost 92% of the people that set goals and desires and aspirations for the coming year actually give up by the 15th of January. And I began to wonder, why is that? Why does that happen? Why does it feel like life is a struggle, and why does it feel like sometimes it's just going to be the same old year over and over again? You ever felt that way? You ever felt like, goodness gracious, what do I have to do to change my life? What do I have to do something different? And you know what? It's very simple. And yet it's very difficult for most of us to find that space, and that's creating a vacuum. You see, I learned once while I was journeying in Peru with the shamans. I remember learning that if I didn't create a vacuum in my life for the universe to fill, it would be impossible for me to see something new in my life that I was desiring. Whether that was a relationship, a teacher, more money, more abundance, more health, we as human beings have a tendency to want to hang on to things that we just absolutely do not need. And when we don't create that vacuum for the magic of life to happen, we stay stuck year after year, seeing the same old results, seeing the same old life. Some of us need to let go. Some of us need to create that vacuum by, getting out of the relationship that we're in. And I don't mean just marriage. I mean, it could be a significant other. It could be your job. It could be your career. It could be an old client that just you're hanging on to because you're scared you won't get another one. We have to learn to create a vacuum. And I remember when I learned that, I thought the light went on. And I thought, oh my gosh. And so this year, I got to share a little story with you because it's just a perfect example of creating a vacuum. I decided I wanted to go through and clean my closet and start to give away the things that I really didn't need. I really didn't. It was just clutter. And so I started to throw away, not throw away, but give away to the veterans group all my clothes that I wasn't wearing anymore. And it's hard to do that, to let go. And I'm giving away all this clothing. And I look down at my shoes, and I could be as bad as you sometimes, women with shoes. And I had all these shoes, and I had about 6 pair of flip flops. And I thought, how many pairs do I really need? So I decided, you know what, I'm going to get rid of them all. I only need one, and I'll keep that one, and that's it. So I put them all in a bag, and I went to the veterans place, and I gave them all the clothes that I had. I had a huge bag. This is on December 31st. In the evening or the morning, this is early morning, before noon, I got an email from Tommy Bahama, who I love to shop at. It's a store that I buy some of my clothing at. And you know what? They said, you have a $50 gift certificate you haven't used this year. It expires tonight at midnight if you don't use it. Guess what? I bought myself a pair of new flip flops. Tommy Bahama. Cost me $5. I created a vacuum. It's a silly example, but that's what I'm talking about. We have to create a vacuum in our lives. What are you willing to let go of? What are you willing to really think about? I hope that you join me on these next 21 days. I decided I wanted to do a class on 21 days of creating a vacuum to change your life today, because it's that fast. When we create a vacuum, we let go of that client that's a pain in the bottom, and we just don't want to let go because we're scared we won't get another one. We have to create a vacuum. And once you take that first step, the path will appear. It will appear. So I hope you join me on this 21 days, and together we create a vacuum so that your dreams of a better life, of better health, of more abundance, of better relationships, of more love, of whatever it is that you're looking for this year becomes a reality. And you don't have to wait till December 31st, 2016 to see it. It can happen quickly. We just need to create that vacuum. We need to be willing to just say enough is enough. I love you, and I want to help you. And when I help you, it helps me. And I don't do this because I have to. I do it because it changes me. I hope to see you in our class. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Namaste.